and Q thing. You know how it
You
goes.
want to start that again? Because
Okay, mad. Here we go.
you was a bit too quick.
Oh my god.
Go on, go
All
on,
right,
go on.
yeah, what's going on, people? First of all, this is Yasin Q's thing. You know how it is, isn't it? Obviously, we're locked in. It's been a minute, but it is what it is. We're just back here again, just living life, moving around, doing whatever it is that you need to do to get by, making your money, living life and breathing in oxygen. You know how it is.
Definitely. We've been breathing a lot of that oxygen for the last 2-3 months.
Trust
Too
me,
busy breathing oxygen.
Get your oxygen in.
Exactamundo.
Still wearing face mask, yes, or what?
When it's needed.
What's the moment when it's needed? Go on.
When you're in a carriage and everyone's wearing a mask.
Okay, yeah, true.
But if I step into a carriage and there's few people wearing masks, like, what's the point? What are we
Question: do you ever get the feeling when you're in a carriage, everyone's wearing masks, giving you side eye, you haven't worn yours? Do you succumb, or do you just go, fuck everyone, I'm just gonna sit here without my face mask and just break the rules?
It depends how busy it is. So if I'm close to people, I just want to respect their space, and I'll be like, all right, I'll put a mask on. But if it's empty, come on now. Social distancing still works.
You know what? I don't mind the face mask thing. I kind of like hiding my face.
I don't mind it either.
I kind of like it, but sometimes it is long. Like it can be mad long to wear it.
Yeah, I've got like a nice cloth mask that I just use, wash. So yeah, man, that does me. I feel like wearing the surgical mask is a bit more annoying.
Which one's the surgical one? The blue one?
Yeah, the blue ones.
Okay, yeah,
the disposable.
They're a bit annoying. I can't lie, they are a bit annoying.
But yeah, I think masks are here to stay.
Hey, bruv, I'm for it. I'm with it. Hide the face, no face, no case, all of that. Sit on the train, be pulling mad faces, nobody can see you. It's what it is, bruv. It's the way it is, isn't it? It's what it is.
Walk around proper antisocial, mask, hood up, shades.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Just asking to get stopped and searched.
Yeah, man. Yeah. If they stop you, what are you gonna say? It'd be like, it's raining, it's sunny. Or make up whatever excuse.
Just be like, yeah, I've been getting my oxygen in, innit? Just get your oxygen in. Get your oxygen in, Mr. Officer.
Or to start coughing up in his face and be like, yeah, I'm just sick. I need a mask.
Do you think if you pull that card, like you start acting like you're sick, you know, you start coughing, would they leave you alone, or would it be like, why are you at the house?
You know what? I think people have tried that. But I'm willing for a social experiment. What are you saying? Next video?
Bruv, I'm down. I'm down for whatever, man. I'm down.
You're
for
doing
whatever.
it, right?
Just sitting on the train and start coughing crazy. See what people say.
No, but we need to throw some police.
I'm not down for that.
Why not?
Bruv, I don't know, man. Police make me feel nervous, bruv. They're just
but you got nothing on you. You're innocent.
Yeah, true, but they're just not inviting, innit? But I mean, I don't know. I don't really like police.
Yeah, not for real. Fuck having that energy on you. They're just so on it, and job's worth. So you'll be having a joke, and then they would just chokehold you or some shit. So
yeah, trust me. Like, you know what? Not to say that obviously, I don't know what I'm gonna say, bro.
Just say it. Just say,
you know what? I was trying to think of a defense for the police, but to be honest, they're just aggy, bro. Like, they're just too aggy. Like, when they do try to talk to you, it's on some next energy. Like, I don't know, man.
No, I
come over and trying to like question you about something, and it just feels like, I don't know.
You're just defensive. Yeah, you know what?
I know leave them alone. They do nothing.
I know the exact feeling. Like, one time, I was heading to the airport with my wife, Aisha.
Yeah.
And we got stopped by the police, just before the actual airport.
Okay.
And so they stopped us, and it was because Aisha wasn't wearing her seatbelt, but she was sitting at the back. And yeah, so they pulled us over. They were like, "Oh yeah, we stopped you. We saw that you wasn't wearing a seatbelt." And I just turned to him. I was just like, "When was this like a rule, like a law? Like, I thought it was just to do with people sitting at the front, not at the back."
Bro's got to wear seatbelts in the car, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That was news to me. So, I didn't know. I thought it was kind of passable at the back, but whatever.
Yeah.
Guy was not happy that I asked that question.
No
Like he
way.
just looked at me like, "Why are you asking questions for?"
No
I
way.
was just like, "No, I'm genuinely serious. I just wanted to know when did this become effective? It's like 1988 or some shit."
Wow.
So
He's like, it's been a
yeah.
while, my guy. Fuck you been at?
Yeah, I was like, all right. I got the memo now. Um,
But still, I get. I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. You're saying obviously this guy's just straight into like this like fully aggressive mode when you're just asking him a question. I don't know.
fully.
So
But
what happened? Did you get any points or anything like that? Did he give you a fine?
gave Aisha a fine. She had to do a
No
little
way. How
course.
much? Of course. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So she had
No
to
way. On
log
how to
on
put the
and
seatbelt.
watch a
That is
video.
wild.
Yeah, like all of the reasons why you should wear a seatbelt. So if she did that, she only had to pay, I think £30, but don't quote me on that. And
No,
if she didn't do that, it would have been double or some shit.
no way.
Yeah, irritating.
No.
Just
Yeah.
before we went on holiday, it was just like, ugh.
Damn, it's just a great way to start the holiday, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Great. I mean,
But anyway, thank you, audience, for tuning in.
yeah, for
Whoever
real.
you
Big
may
ups.
be,
Yeah, appreciate it.
the vacuum of audience, all
Everyone,
the
hope you're
people
getting
not
your
hearing
oxygen.
us. Yeah, that's a new tag, isn't it? All
Talking about oxygen and suffocation and obviously.
yes, nice.
Sorry.
That's a great segue.
This isn't a funny topic though, because obviously some crazy shit happened. But you know, we're keeping it algorithms and all of that isms and schisms. You know, we're catching up.
Definitely.
But yeah, what was it? Obviously,
People's,
trending topics, trending
yeah,
topics.
people were getting suffocated. People were losing their breath.
Oh my God,
And
we're gonna get in trouble for this one, bro.
oh my God, like, yeah, there
Sorry,
was
guys.
this, there was a stampede at Travis Scott's concert.
Who is Travis Scott?
Travis Scott is a ASAP Rocky lookalike. He pretty much. Did you say it's deep?
Yeah, that's deep. I was gonna say that's lit, but no. Travis Scott is
he
Travis
he
Scott.
took
That
his
Rocky.
old he took ASAP Rocky whole image, put auto tune on it, and just sings about getting fucked up.
Wow.
That's Travis Scott.
Wow. That's wild.
I mean,
Lit tunes though. Some of them are lit. Some of them are lit. I can't lie.
you
Some
know
of them are
what?
lit.
Highest in the Room has been a repeating song for me for a long time.
When you're playing it, do you just think it's ASAP Rocky?
No. I know it's Travis Scott, but
All
I'm
right.
just saying, I'm just trolling. He's his own guy and stuff. He's got his own style, but a lot of people critique him for like, you know, using Aesop Rocky's image there. But yeah,
Yeah.
where is he from? Like, he's from
I
America,
think
but
he's from
what's his name?
Houston. I think he's from Houston. Big up to Houston
That's
though.
it.
You know, I used to really love listening to all that chopped and screw music, and you know, Slim Thug and
Oh,
Aztec
I see.
Escobar, Mike
Hmm.
Jones, and then Paul, Get Me, Zoe, all them dudes like sick tunes back in the day. Back in the day, I think they still make tunes, in it. I think some of them still make music, anyways.
Nice. Yeah, that chopped and screwed kind of wave. That was weird, wasn't it?
Is Pimp C and Bun B from Houston? Are they from Houston? I swear they're from Houston, innit?
I
Are
actually.
they from Houston? But yeah, I think Travis Scott's from them ends there. Obviously, the reason why we're touching on this topic is obviously I think it's just been a bit of a mad media frenzy with this one, isn't it? Like I
Yeah,
just feel like obviously I don't know, obviously listeners out there, you've probably been to like concerts, you've probably been to like one where a gig where it's just been crazy busier than usual and you're in there. Have you been to one, yes?
yeah. I've been to one. I've been to a few.
And you've ever been caught up in like them mosh pits, ever been caught
Oh,
up
I
in, like,
try to avoid those as much as possible. I went there with you, to Skepta, remember? And
oh yeah,
remember,
yeah, 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 yeah.
the mosh pits were opening up, and like, yeah, I'm not moving forward.
Just be ducking, just be ducking.
Yeah, I think that's not my kind of fun. I understand the kind of, you know what? At times you listen to music and you just want to just be bounced around and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Wanna
But
chuck an elbow at someone.
yeah, but I think just being among like thousands of people,
Yeah.
shit can go wrong, and that's what happened here at Travis Scott thing, because people go into this kind of hive mind group think, um mentality where once something happens, they don't know what to do and they just panic.
Yeah,
And panic and crowds don't mix like two dicks in no bitch.
that's
But
it.
but yeah, and I don't want to be around that, having panic and then crowds and not knowing where to go. And imagine, bro, imagine getting stampeded. I don't know if that's a word, but getting trampled. You, you're on the floor trying to get up, and there's just dozens of
Foot on you.
shoes, yeah, foot stamping on. You're screaming. You're like, "Help me up! Help me up!" But people don't care. It's all for
It's all for
everyone
the hype.
else.
Yeah, they're all in there. They're all engaged in this moving around.
Yeah,
You
it's
know.
all it's every man for themselves in that scenario, and nobody's thinking about the people that they're getting stamped on. And I don't want to be stamping on people either. So
Yeah.
fuck that scenario. And
You know what?
unfortunately,
You know what? You are definitely right. You are definitely right with that. Like what you were saying about, that mentality where everyone's just kind of like fuck everyone else, and they're just kind of like in the moment. They don't really realize what's going on underneath them. Like you are definitely right. What did you say was hive mentality?
yeah, hive mentality. So
That's
it's the
mad.
hive mind or group mind. You get that a lot. You see it a lot. You see it in football games. It's
Mm.
not always bad, but
You know
it can
what?
turn bad quickly.
Hive mentality. Yeah, that kind of brings me to bees. Yeah,
Yeah.
certain bees. I think certain bees they actually like when their hive is actually getting attacked, they all group up on together and they like attack. So I think I saw a video, probably everyone's seen it as well. I think it's like wasps versus like a fucking
Yeah.
hornet that goes into a hive or some
Yeah.
shit like that.
I've seen that. I've seen
And
that.
then they just all they all just grab this one and then they just all ram. They all just like attach themselves to this fucking hornet and then they just body temperature is just killing this hornet. It is
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you
They're
know
just
what,
cooking.
yeah? Obviously being and I've been to a few of these gigs here where I'm in the crowd because it was a point here where I used to love being in the crowds and just going ham because it's the energy, you're just jumping around and it's sick, like you're enjoying the music, everyone else is as well. But I think I've been in it one too many times here where it's like a wave in it, and it's like you know people from behind are pushing and it just starts to push
Yeah.
forward, and then once you get
No.
forward, once it gets
No.
forward, everyone's falling forwards, and bruv, it's mad. Like I've been in situations where I'm like, rah, this does not feel good. This does not feel good. This does not feel good. But yeah, and I've seen bad them videos as well. Like those crowd management videos and all of that, bro. Like it's mad. It's mad.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah. And you pick up on a good metaphor. It's like a wave because at that time you're not just dealing with individual people. You're dealing with water. They act like water. So
Mm,
an individual person is one particle.
yeah,
Spaced out, we act and move like gas.
that's what I'm
But
saying.
put together, we move like water. We move like the sea. You can see that happening in some concerts
That's
where
it.
people jump about in the same
That's
kind
it.
of way. Dude,
You know what's up?
just give me 1 second, bro. Gonna
No, it's cool.
kill the flow here.
Wait, what happened?
Just need to plug in the laptop. 1 sec.
Lit. But nah, for real. Like I'm sure that everyone when they've seen this, yeah, like um, or probably experienced it being in these like mad crowd management situations. I don't know why I'm talking about crowd management. Being in a situation when the crowd has not been managed and it's just crazy. Like, you got no oxygen, you got no ability of like being able to leave the crowd. Everyone's just around you. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't personally feel like oh shit, you're back. I
Yo,
don't pers I don't personally feel like the security management kind of help the crowds avoid clumping.
I don't think you can though.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can because it's like what is it 25,000 or 50,000 people whatever they're all in a fucking crowd and then it's like security is like not that many So what are they gonna do? They're gonna start walking around and be like, "Oi, you, stop initiating
Mosh pit or
the mosh
whatever.
pits and that." But that makes you wonder though, like this isn't really new. Like you've seen them Woodstock videos where it's just mad. Like
Yeah.
I was watching one DMX concert. Yeah, like um, he's on stage and bruv, it's just like endless,
Yeah. It's
endless
just
waves of just
bodies.
people all the way to the bruv. It's mad, and then
So
obviously
many people.
crazy, crazy. Imagine being just stamped on. You're gonna die.
Yeah,
You're
you're
gonna
gonna
die.
die.
You're
And
gonna.
it goes further than that. Like this kind of behavior of just having hundreds of thousands of people, or even just tens of thousands or whatever,
Mhm.
been going on in human history. We just like this kind of group energy because I remember.
We're a mob, innit? We're a mob. We're a
Yeah,
mob as
and
people. Yeah.
humans we act like bees,
And ants.
and we have that kind of side of us. We have like a bee side, and we also have like a monkey side. Um,
Wait, what do you mean monkey side?
so we're monkeys, isn't it? Like we're just
Primal.
yeah, we're primates. Like
Primate, yeah.
we like to fuck, we like to eat, we like to just climb around, chill around, all of that nice stuff. But also we can get together and work like a beehive.
Yeah.
So for time, we've had these kind of pagan festivals where people just group up together and just have these kind of debauchery where they just get drunk, fucked up, listen to music, listen to stories, do drugs, all of that. And
Yeah.
now we're just having that kind of aspect of human life commodified in concerts where people pay money to do that very act, to get together and get fucked up and listen to
It's a nice
music.
day out though. It's a nice day out. Let's not hate on
Yeah, man.
it.
It's a
But
nice
no,
day
it's
out.
true. It is true. I guess that is in our DNA, in it, as human beings, in it. Like I guess even from like the Stone Ages, these men were just like playing the drums and going ham in like a circle or something,
Yeah,
or in a square or whatever.
basically, basically, basically. But yeah, poor people. 8 people lost their souls to do
Was it
this.
eight?
Yeah, and like hundreds were injured. Rest in peace to the people who got stampeded, trampled. That's a way to go.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, it just begs the question: should we actually have these amount of people? Is this just one freak accident, or are we going to see this more often?
I feel like nowadays, yeah, when these things go on, yeah, obviously health and safety is like, you know, it starts to go nuts, and they're like they might try and change it. What's the word? It's a reactionary.
Yeah, yeah, it is
Just
reactionary.
it's reactionary, yeah. So rather than kind of thinking about it beforehand, they have to wait for something mad to happen. And this is
Hmm.
obviously a new age kind of thing that's happened. Well, these things probably happen everywhere, to be honest, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like I was
it
gonna
happened
say,
in. Go
what it
on,
happened
sorry.
where? It happened where?
It's happened at Mecca. It's happened in
Okay.
Hillsborough.
Yeah, yeah,
So
exactly.
when you get
Exactly.
a lot of
So
people together,
they probably will make a change in it, but I don't know, like health and safety in concerts, like I don't think you can do much in it because realistically, like what you're gonna do, reduce numbers at shows or what? Like you can't everyone's gonna be in a crowd and as soon as the artist comes on, everyone's just gonna bomb forward. You know what? I don't know why, yeah. I don't know why, but I keep
yeah,
thinking about the fact that we're talking about suffocation being trampled on and this stuff here, like in
yeah,
crowds, yeah. Like even when you're going for your morning rush on the trains and that or
bro,
the buses, bro, it's
bro,
wild. It's wild.
yeah,
And nobody wants to move down the carriage, you know.
no,
Nobody wants to move
no.
down there, so
It's actually incredible that we live like this and this is just accepted.
that's what I'm saying.
Like even more so, like it's bad in London, but it's even worse in fucking India.
Yeah, for real. But they're
Have you
over
seen
they're
those?
overpopulated, aren't they? Over there. It's like,
Yeah, there's like 1 billion people just living under one country, like
bro, I've
in
seen
one
those
space.
videos in like China and Japan where there's a Donny at the door and he's just trying to ram everyone
Yeah,
inside. He's just like, get in there, and
fuck.
he's pushing everyone in there. Bruv, I'm alright, I don't know if I'll take the train after that.
there's too, there's just too much people,
What
and
I'm saying. Imagine you go out and you bought your like you're about to go out. You're going to like a meal with your partner, and you've worn your like nice fancy shit. You know, you're wearing your nice trainers and that, and then you
White
get caught,
trainers.
yeah, you get caught up in one of them situations. Well, that's dead.
No,
That is
that's not.
dead. I'm not on it. I'm not on it. I'm not on it.
No,
I'm not on it.
yeah, there's no need. There's no need to be living like this. But it just shows that we're kind of like bots. It's just how you would.
Just ants, fam.
Yeah, we're just ants. We're just
Just
bees.
ants, bro. That's all it is. We're just ants. We're in the nest of this dunya, just moving
Definitely,
around, trying to
definitely.
get to A to B, and we don't care about anyone else, bro. That's probably what it is, though, isn't it? It's very. Do you think we have a very like I care for myself kind of mentality? Like I'm
Yeah,
on this night out, so I'm gonna have as much fun as possible. I don't really care about the other person. Fuck it.
completely.
Let's do a mosh pit. Whoever gets trampled is gonna be lit.
It's them. It's them. Um, yeah, fam. I think entirely because we're strangers. A lot of us are strangers. For hundreds of thousands of years, our community was our family, and you know people around your community, stuff like that. But until we got into cities, and now we've got into this kind of way of life where everyone's individualized.
Mm,
Like you don't even know your own neighbor. You don't even know
mm.
your yeah. You don't even know the person next to you living. It's actually like that person has so much in common with you, like in how they're living, the day
Even
to
like
day and everything
organisms
like that.
and stuff, isn't it? Like,
But you don't know them. You don't care
mm.
for them. Just how we're living, and that just translates into these kind of
Do you wish
events
people
as
were
well.
more communal? Like, do you wish people were a bit more like talkative, more chatty? Because you still get certain parts in it, like small towns and that, where people are more like, accustomed to knowing their neighbor and being more friendly and
Yeah,
being chatty.
yeah.
Or do you think it's better to just kind of just go about your way, where you're just like, fuck it, I don't really
I
need
think
to know people. I don't want to chat to nobody. Just leave me alone.
I think it goes with both because yeah, it's a tricky scenario because ideally I would like the former where
Yeah.
you would like more community because you're living in one space together. You're sharing
Mm.
that space. It's kind of weird that I'm here with this stranger, but I don't know. I
Like
don't
you're
know
next
them.
door. You're next door to my yard, but I've got no
Yeah.
idea what you do.
And if there was any problem locally, we could easily deal with that. So imagine because at the moment, because we're so kind of serviced by capitalism,
Mm.
everyone can deal with everyone can just buy their food individually, live their
Mm.
lives individually, get entertainment individually. But if that all went away, like electricity's shut down, you're going to be
You're gonna end up.
very aware
Yeah.
who's living next to you
Yeah.
and what they have. If you're hungry, who are you going to go to? If you don't have family, you're going to a neighbor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what? Yeah,
So
start this, bro. Let's pick up the camera and let's go to your next door neighbor. Knock on the door. Let's
no, to be honest, I know my neighbor. I know my neighbor,
okay,
but I don't know all of my neighbors. But the neighbor opposite me,
right there.
I do, I do conversate, and the people in my block, I do conversate. But my parents don't really conversate with the neighbors next to them. So,
Yeah, true.
but anyway, it's just that all translate into this culture, and you've got this cult of personality. Concerts are weird, you know.
Why?
Here, I'm paying £80
Or more?
minimum average to go idolize this personality, this person, and watch them just sing songs.
What's weird about that? What's
That
weird
just
about
seems,
that? What's weird about that? What's weird about
that
that?
just
Do you mean it's
seems
just because there's
weird.
another human being, doing
Yeah,
something?
yeah,
I get your point. I get your logic. That goes to I think J. Cole and that says it a lot. Like to stop idolizing like
yeah,
man. Stop like
yeah,
this idea of like celebrity, this idea of idolizing someone like they're god or something is long.
yeah.
Just keep it moving. But I will say, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I will pay peas to go to a concert. I will pay peas to go to a concert, bro. Like I think I like the idea of being able to listen to the tune that I've been listening to, like the album that I've been listening to on my phone, in my headphones on commute. One day I get to see the artist performing. Like to me, I just think it's sick, innit? Because You know,
Yeah.
you're seeing this person in real life, like their body of music in front of you, surrounded by like everyone who enjoys this artist, and you're all just kind of like sharing this like mad emotion of like this tune is sick, this tune, and you're in the moment, bro. Like I kind of
But
like in it. I kind of like it, but there is extremists though in it. There is people that are like fully like, oh my gosh, this like Michael Jackson era. People that would idolize Michael Jackson. Maybe Michael Jackson's a bad example because obviously I think people
I think
don't.
that's a right example.
But people, I don't know. Just in terms of like, because people don't really like Michael Jackson now, innit? But whatever, innit? Music catalog, like this guy's a beast, bro. Like the way his music and the way he do his shows, insane, bro. Couldn't go nowhere. Idealizing another human being that bleeds blood and you know uh, breathes oxygen. But I don't know. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad, bro. It's
Yeah,
mad.
I get your
Lose their
I get
minds,
your
bro.
idea.
People
I
fully
get your idea.
lose their
Yeah,
minds.
I guess it's a spectrum as well. Like you said, I do like that feeling where you go in there and yeah, you're sharing a moment with other people and you're really vibing on the same energy that has been output
Yeah,
individual. But yeah, it's the extremes where people get so enamored by this position, by this person that
yeah.
they kind of elevate them to God status and they kind of worship them because I've been to concerts and it just seemed like
So worship.
it's a worship. Yeah, it's just like we're all kind of paganistically worship this like figure and how
You know
what they
what we
stand for.
do you ever feel like the artist is getting energy from I don't know people that believe in
Entirely,
energies and all that stuff.
entirely,
Obviously, people
entirely.
that isn't, but you're worshiping this one guy for like I don't know, bro, for like 2 hours or something like that, and then fucking. Do you think they're just gaining some energy from everyone?
Yes,
They're like
definitely.
I feel powerful kind of vibe.
Definitely.
That's
No
mad.
one man should have all this power.
Oh well, yeah, for
You
real.
you step out, bro, and
And it's just
50,000 people all respect and adore you and want to be there and paid money for you to be there. Bro, that's power, fam.
yeah, it's power. That's power. That's
That's
power.
power. But as I've grown up,
Is that some Jim Jones shit?
what's that?
You know Jim Jones from what is he? Is he from French Guyana or something like that? You know what? Let me get this right. You know the guy that had his own cult and then he managed to I must have taken this from super left. Sorry everyone. He was a guy who hang on, let me just get this right because I don't want to fuck this up, man. He's a preacher and then he managed to get so much love and affection from the people. He had like his own cult, he was a leader. And then in the end he convinced everyone to their deaths, bro. Like you
Wow.
don't know about this guy.
Yeah, that's some serious
In
bot.
Jonestown, Guyana.
That's
Like
that's some serious bot behavior.
that's what I'm saying. But it's that level of idealization, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
that's what I mean. People are just fully throwing themselves on like another human, like they're a god, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And he would
And
claim that he was a god, bro. Like it's crazy.
yeah.
I know. It's mad.
And is it really worth it? Like just going over to these kind of concerts, paying this so much money, and not even having this kind of vibe that you're looking for. Like because some of the times you come to these concerts, it's jam packed. You're standing for 3 hours, hot, can't go to the
Oh,
toilet.
I'm gonna lose your.
People dashing beers about getting soaked, floors sticky, fucking all sorts.
Mm.
Is it really worth it? So you're just there as like some kind of like the metaphor we keep on using, some ant in this like sea of ants. So you can
Fuck
just
it,
be
bro. What else are you gonna do, innit? What else are you gonna do, innit?
vibing. I don't know, man. I don't know. As I've grown older, if I were to go to a concert, I'll stay way back. And I think we said that for that Skepta one, and it just didn't happen. But if I ever have the chance again, I will stay way back and just catch
Wait in the
vibes
back
at the
and just
back.
chill, just chill.
Yeah, stay at a bar, catch vibes. You
Bro,
still
like
see
when we
the
when we went to see Kendrick Lamar, we were in the stands. It was alright in the stands actually.
yeah,
It was
the
alright in the
sounds was
stands.
good.
I was alright with that. I was alright
Yeah,
with that. But I feel like with that scenario, the stage was okay. Like you can kind of see it.
yeah.
So you know. But there's something about being in the mix of like that heat and that fucking body energy, and everyone's just around going nuts. Wow. It's crazy and it's fun, I guess, isn't it? But to lose your life in a show, you
Yeah,
know,
that's the
being
extreme.
sampled on and that, like, I just feel like as much as it is responsibility of like the venue and the security and the people that organize the thing, it's also a big responsibility of like you as a person standing next to someone else and going,
Definitely.
this is a bit mad, you know. Maybe we all just need to chill out. Just take a couple
Yeah,
steps back. Let's just chill
yeah,
out, take a couple steps
yeah,
back.
yeah,
But people don't think like that, innit? They just don't think like
yeah.
that.
Because you got that bot behavior where people get lost in the kind of the energy,
Yeah.
and the energy takes them, so they lose themselves, and they can't just step back and just have a different perspective and realize, okay, these all individuals have their own kind of mad lives. Let me respect them as they respect me. But
Mm.
others just get just gassed, and that gassed energy is intoxicating
It's
and can take you
intoxicating.
places.
It's
So
intoxicating. It'll take you somewhere.
yeah.
What do you think about? Because obviously, looking into it, you know, social media and all that, you can't really escape at the moment. It's like the thing that everyone's talking about. What do you think about the show in general? I don't know if you saw any clips of it, but people were saying that, you know, there was quite a satanic kind of energy to the show.
So dude,
Meanwhile, we're talking, you're in the fire, I'm wearing a fire thing, and we're not satanic, whatever. But what do
we're
you think
all
about
fine.
that? Because, you know, you're talking about worshipping, idealizing, people are going so intense in this one show, and there's like fire and an angel with like fire wings and all this shit, you
I
know.
haven't actually seen much of the imagery, but I do
Okay.
understand why artists do employ some of these kind of religious symbols and such, because
That
we're
shock
all
value,
there's many layers to it, because you
oracle kind
are,
of,
excuse me.
oracle kind of stuff.
Well, it's more like the shock value is one of it, but the other thing is your content of your music might be addressing these aspects, the kind of
Bro.
evil and good side of people.
Yeah,
The whole environment could be seen as like sinful. Going to a concert, getting fucked up,
yeah.
hedonistic life, whatever, could be seen devilly, stuff like that. And you also got the whole kind of paganistic ritual um, feel of the
Mm,
concert, where you go there and it's like you're worshipping an idol, and you're all
mm.
kind of doing
Well,
a
you
chant.
are. I guess you are,
Yeah,
though. You are worshiping, aren't you?
so it works on many layers. But as you brought that up, I thought we would go through Travis Scott's subreddit, check some of the videos
Yeah,
out,
let's roll. Let's do it. Let's do it.
talk about it a little bit, and really see what we've been talking here and
Mm.
visualize it. So
Yo,
let me
yes,
share.
you went to that Watch the Throne thing, innit? You
Yeah,
went.
I went there. I went there.
Did they do the 7, 8 times in a row
Oh
with the Paris
yes,
tune?
yes,
Did
they
they?
did.
How was that? Like, was it the energy was
It
the
was
same over and over?
crazy.
Everyone was still going over and over and over.
Yeah,
That's
you
mad.
know, like when you're at home and you play a song
You just reel
and
it
you
up.
just wheel it up. But imagine that. But everyone's involved.
That's
Like there's
wild.
10,000 people, a whole stadium, and you got the two. It's exactly what you described just early on. It's that vibe. Everyone's vibing at that moment. Everyone's connecting, and you've got the people who actually made that song, actually produced that energy,
Yeah.
performing for you. Yeah, that's what it's for. That's what it's for. So yeah, it
Imagine
was a great.
going. Imagine going to. Sorry to interrupt you, bro. Imagine going to one of them proper pagan kind of like celebrations from back in the day. Like
Yeah,
what that was like, bro.
exactly. It was probably what we see now, but much more reduced.
But
But
yeah.
but yeah, it would be just people dancing around. How I imagine it, stereotypically speaking, like people just dancing around fire, getting fucked up, having sex wherever. You
Mhm.
know, big concerts. I
Sounds
don't
like a
know.
mad night out. Sounds like a
In it,
mad night out. So,
in it.
so what's
Wait,
this subreddit saying though? What's it
let me
saying?
share my screen and then we can talk about it.
But yeah, that must have been lit though. That must have been mad to see all of that reeling up over and over and over. What's it saying? He's
Wait, hold
crowd
on.
surfing.
Oh, also, I just wanted to touch upon that before we depart. That's where I got that feeling about the ritual stuff. So when I was there, Jay-Z was like, obviously, put your diamonds up, and
Yeah, that's
like
been a thing for him though for a while, isn't it? People
forever,
always kind of. That's why he made that Lucifer tune, isn't it? That's
forever.
what he
So,
says. He said he made that Lucifer tune because he was trying to like get back at people saying that he was a Satanist, so he made that tune.
oh, I see. So, in that moment when you got like 10,000 people all putting their diamonds up and like waving it as he's like rapping, that seems a bit like,
It's kind of mad, isn't it? What you really doing? What you putting the signal up for? Symbol
yeah,
up.
yeah. But anyway, let's go. So this first
No
one,
disrespect to Jay. What? What's it
Travis
say?
Scott crowd surfs. Then, as a kid allegedly tries to get his shoe, he stops the show, attacks the kid, spits on him, and incites all the fans to beat him up. So I think this is an old clip. I don't think this is from the other night, but obviously
You
this
know what?
is,
People are so weird, yeah. That I feel like that kid will probably go around and be like, "I got spat on by Travis Scott. I'm a G."
yeah, that's where you get
Everyone
the
will be giving
ideas.
him mad props. Like
Yeah,
some of these people just bait these artists into doing this crazy shit for the narrative of this story.
for the clout.
That's what I'm saying. For the clout. For the clout.
Yeah,
For the clout. But
it's
this is
weird.
old, isn't it?
Yeah, let's just see that. Can you hear?
No, I can't hear it, but I
I
can
don't
kind of
think
get the
that's
gist of it.
audio.
But
I don't think
yeah,
that's
look
audio.
at that already. Look at that already. It is the amount of people that lose their shit in there. Like they lose their chains,
In here,
their
it just doesn't. It
rings.
doesn't make sense to me, bro.
Look at him. He's just like
It's just like, imagine being in this kind of thing. Like,
got a shoe in his hand.
see
He's
your
just like,
people.
listen, what are you doing, bro? He's like, yeah, I should have never.
Give me my fucking shoe back, blood.
Is that him right there? Was that what he's saying?
Something like that.
He's like, that's
yo,
why you shouldn't have
yo,
jumped in the crowd in the first place.
in it.
For real, but
Look,
look at him.
everyone's gonna sacrifice him. They're gonna get that guy, and he's gonna chop his head off. This is how the life used to be.
Damn.
See,
Imagine if he threw that on you and you was accidentally standing next to the guy, but because he
in
moved, it
it.
hit you in the face. That is long. That is long.
And you see,
That is
Travis
long.
Scott is getting gassed.
Oh, is that the you right there? Is that the
Yeah.
you?
See, if
Is
this
that,
was
bro,
like
do you
before
remember
times,
Travis
he would
Scott's
actually
like,
get guillotined.
who?
He'll
This
get
is pagan
guillotined.
time.
Yeah. Look. He spat on him. He's
Right.
really pissed off. Everyone's recording.
Yeah,
He's
fuck
fully
this.
lost himself.
What's he doing, man?
I don't know, man. Wants the guy dead for taking his shoe.
Is that a Stone
Disrespect.
Island jacket? It is a
Yep.
Stone Island jacket.
But you see, like, dude, if you don't want people taking your shoe, don't
Why are
jump
you
in the
jumping in? Yeah, make sure you tie your shoelaces properly, innit? I mean,
yeah.
so what? This guy probably. So what? This guy just reached for his leg and just took his shoe.
Basically, yeah.
That is
Yeah.
mad. That's mad.
Yeah.
That is mad. That is mad. That is mad.
Yeah.
I want to see.
People been
People been doing what?
robbing chains off artists, all sorts. You're not like untouchable. People are hungry out here.
Really hungry. Really hungry. If you can get a chain like that, bro, if you're paying your rent for at least 3 years,
Do you trust me? Like
4 years.
10
So,
bags or
some
something
people
like
got
that.
some mad. So some of these watches cost crazy amount of monies, bro. You can just literally pay off rent for like 4 or 5 years off of someone's watch. That's wild. That is wild. It's hungry out here. Um, put some of them. Put some of the obviously putting a statement out. Put some of his
Yeah.
on the show, if you can find anything from his recent show.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find because this is his subreddit.
So that's everyone laying down flowers and stuff for the people
Someone
that
tries
passed.
to get
I
crews
did see
attention
that.
to
Yeah, I think
crowd.
that's the one I saw. I did see some people jumping up on the stage and talking to the cameraman and going like, "Look, somebody has died. Stop the show. Stop the show." Do you think they should have stopped the show?
Yeah, I think you should stop. So, like, come on now. Like, people have just died. How can you just after that be like, yeah, all right, let's put highest in the room. The highest in the room.
But, do you
Yeah.
think if they would have stopped the room, the not the room, the show, do you think that it would have caused more chaos?
Nah.
So you think
You know what? It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
because people are probably lit at the moment. They're probably all mad in that crowd right now. There's all
You're
types
right.
of people, sober people, drunk people, people on something else.
Yeah,
People
you're
on
right.
something else. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Could
So,
that cause havoc? Could it be like, no, bring the show back, and then everyone just starts going crazy and destroying everything, you know? Or you think people will just be like, right, let's all, respectfully leave the venue? You know how
Um,
they tell you when you're at work and they're like, or at school, whatever, and they tell you that you need to like, form a queue, be, walk
yeah,
slow
that's not
down the
happening.
stairs. It's not
When the
happening, is it? People are just
when the
running.
building's on fire, like, come on now, like,
What the
who's
fuck
been
is that?
orderly during a fire? Like, yeah, dude, I don't think people are gonna like respect it. We've got two clips here where people are trying to bring attention to what's happening, and
Cameraman.
this guy got called a bitch apparently from this title. The audio's not really working. I don't know why.
You think you can pull up a? Do you think you can pull up a video of the
Can you
Satanism?
hear it now?
No, I can't hear it.
Can you hear
Yeah.
it?
No, I can't hear it. But I think that's just a normal thing because obviously we need to actually get some good programming to actually allow us to hear audio.
Yeah, I thought Skype was because Skype allows you to share
No, it's cool.
audio.
It's cool. If
Oh,
anyone's listening this far deep, give us some suggestions on how to like uh,
fix
fix
audio.
this issue, audio issues, but all of that. But no, if you can find anything on the angel devil thing that they have, I don't know, because that shit looked wild. It looks super crazy.
Yeah, I don't think we should just get fixated on that though. Like, like he's
No,
got
I'm just trying to
angels.
narrative. I'm just trying
Oh yeah,
to.
I fully ruined it. So do you think this is sacrificial then?
You know what? I did see some of them comments as well. People were like, "Oh, this is a sacrifice." Travis Scott has sacrificed people for the sake of this show. But I just feel like, how do you get to that? Like, how did you come to that in your mind? Like,
Yeah, it's just people who without critical thinking. Because how can you? That just seems like an inefficient way to sacrifice someone. Like, who's to say people would have trampled each other? Like, if you
that's what I'm
really
saying.
want to sacrifice someone, you just straight up sacrifice them. You
That's what
wouldn't
I'm
just
saying.
like,
I'm sure that obviously getting off of Travis Scott and Satanism because we're not accusing him of being a Satanist, but I'm just saying I'm sure that if these people that do Satanism rituals and all that, they probably have their own ways of like sacrificing people
mm,
away from like crowds and fucking, or maybe they do it in crowds, bro. People move mad. People are mad out here.
definitely, man.
People are definitely
Um,
mad out here.
so that used to be a tactic among excuse me, old pagan rituals. So I forget what god it was, some Greek god, the god of like fucking debauchery and what? Oh, that's it, the god of wine. I actually forget the name of it, but one of it, what they used to do in it
The god of
is,
wine.
yeah, during the festivities. I think it's the god of wine, but it's some god.
Okay.
During the festivities, when everyone's having a great time, that's when they start the sacrifice. So what they'll
Right.
do during like peak exuberance and like ecstasy during whatever party they're having or whatever
Mm.
um, festival, they'll just slit somebody's throat.
Shit.
And that'll be the sacrifice. So they'll just
Shit.
grab someone, slit the throat just on a slighting, and then it'll be like, okay, carry on the party kind of thing.
That
But
sounds like Blade.
yeah, so that's the kind of vibe and energy that humans been on for time. It's
Humans are
just
on some weird shit, innit? Humans do weird shit,
human.
man.
If you really imagine, like humans haven't had cameras, haven't had like they were left alone for generations.
Yeah.
So you had people, marauders, coming into villages, ravaging the villages, and nobody would know about it for thousands of years, if not hundreds. Or
Yeah.
people still don't know about enough towns that got fucked up way
Yeah.
back.
True. True.
You know what I mean? So people's been on this kind of devil energy for time.
I mean, the
Just
whole the whole raping, pillaging, turning people over. That's some fucking foul shit.
yeah,
If you really deep that, but
yeah, for real. And it's just people just feeling, okay, you know what? I want some shiny shit. I want some more shit. So let me just go over there and just fulfill my desires. however
bro.
demonic they are. But anyway, here's another clip: crowd versus security. This is showing how incompetent security is when you've just got dozens of people charging at you.
Bro, have you seen them wireless videos?
Yeah, I've seen that wireless
Motherfuckers,
video.
bro, how did this guy get over?
You know what? It's a fucking fence.
Big up to my
People,
man.
people been jumping fences for ages. It's not really stopping anyone. Like,
No, play that though. I want to see how he lands.
cameraman flop.
Cameraman is just
This is now group
incriminating everyone,
mentality.
bro. Look.
Like, this is
At least
now
just
people.
pausing all these videos there.
Yeah, people now are seeing, because everyone's kind of anonymous in the crowd,
Look at that
so they feel
security guy.
empowered.
What can you do? You can't do nothing, man. You
You
can't let
can't do anything. What are you doing?
I'm
This
gonna be
guy's
honest
just
with
like
you. I probably
stopping
will
them.
be doing the same thing that guy was doing. I'll probably just be like, listen. I'll probably be shouting like, guys,
Yeah.
because if you grab one person,
Yeah.
you're a dickhead.
He's just grabbing what?
You grab one person, what? There's like 60, 70 people. Look at that girl. She's just walking. She don't even care. She's walking.
Tits waving and don't care. That's a boss move. Oh, here
Oh
comes
my
the
gosh,
Fed.
they brought the
The
horses in. This
horses.
is wow.
What is the horses doing?
Yeah, why are you putting the horse in that situation? Why are you putting the horse in that situation? I think was it Black Lives Matter protest? They had the horse and then the horse got disorientated and it just went crazy on the roads. That's
Yeah,
wild.
they had to train those. But look. Like the security are
Bruh,
just like
chill
beating
out.
up the
Like,
people.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. This guy
They've
needs to
lost control,
relax.
man. They've
Grab
lost
it and
control.
nobody. They bought 3 horses now.
Literally, what is the horses gonna do? They're just gonna come and be like, start with the horse. The police are actually useless.
This is mad. How many views has this got?
Oh look, this security guard is on it. All right, you pick me
Bro,
out.
he's
Okay.
trying to make his wage though. He's trying to make his wage because he knows that they're gonna look back at this video and they're gonna look at the guy at the beginning and be like,
right.
"Why was you just not grabbing nobody?" At least.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
You're
wild.
right. But it's just dumb. You're only doing it just for your job. But
Imagine you're the only guy that gets caught in that as well. You're also a dickhead. You're also a dickhead. If you get caught, bare people just breeze past you and you get caught, it's long for you. It's long for you.
it's actually long.
long.
Should never leave the house.
It's long. It's long. It's long.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah, look, there we go. There we go. Look, there it is. There it is. Is that the video?
Yeah, it is.
Is that the video with the fires and all that shit? I don't know. Look at that. There's bare people there. This guy's
Hundreds. Travis Scott is that guy, yeah?
He's that guy, bro. He's that guy. Look. People like
Famous Kylie Jenner impregnator.
What's he going for there? What is that? Is that like a cave? Is that a
It
cave?
looks like a volcano, fam. It's emerging from depths of the fire to bring the fire.
He definitely probably had, I think this is a video I saw, bro.
This one of it.
Yeah, I think people are just telling this guy to like stop the thing, stop the show. You know. What's he saying? Just like, bro.
It's like people are dying.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Shut the fuck up.
Do you think this ever happens in like?
Say what?
Do you think this ever happens at like the proms at the Royal Albert Hall?
No, I don't think it happens. This is just for the fucking masses, fam. This is for the fucking, the working class. This is how working class
gets like down. Go watch the Nutcracker and all that shit. You think this happens in there?
Nah, it's all orderly, fam. They go in, everyone's got their seat, all chilling.
That's it. Do you think it's an age thing? Do you think that's an age thing?
I think it's an education thing, fam.
Education.
Honestly, you know what, dude? It goes to what you're saying earlier. Like, people are too individualistic. They're too what's the word? They just care about themselves, to be honest. And if people actually understood, we're all here, we're all trying to have a good time. Let's respect each other. There's no harm. We're all gonna die anyhow. So let's just have a good time and really understand that on a deep personal level, and realize that we're all sharing the same time and space. Then people would just behave, But here, people are just gassed off. They're all egotistic. different forces are driving them this way and that way. They're intoxicated of drunk, drink, coke, whatever. So it's clouding them. And you got also that kind of group think where it comes where, because you're in a group, I don't know if you've ever felt like this, but like if you get hotted up in a group, it feels deeper than getting hotted up like one to one.
What do you mean getting hotted up? What do you mean?
Like what I mean is just that you be like in a pub.
Yeah.
There's bare people, and somebody's just trying it to you. You will feel more defensive. You will feel more. You will feel to prove yourself more because people are watching you, and you don't want to, seem pussy or whatever.
Yeah.
Then when you're one to one, and you could probably just, deal with it humbly or something like that.
Diffuse attention.
Yeah.
But isn't that just more like the type of person that you is? Like if you're that type of person that gets roped into like having to be like
that's what
male or female that needs to validate from other people to have an argument in front of other people. Like it's long. Like I feel like if you're aware of like how to calm a situation, even if you're in a group, like some things are just mad worthless, isn't it? To like argue over, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Trust.
Like, but I don't know why people don't see that. I was having this conversation the other day actually, but I don't really remember what the mix of the gist of the conversation was, but it was just the idea of like, I think now you know what that's what it was. Somebody cut. It was like a queue cutting situation. Somebody just cut the queue, but it was like one of them situations where somebody was trying to get to the bar. But you know how it is at a bar. You're just it's sort of every man, woman for themselves, whatever. Just getting in there, and it became into such a mad situation where it like security got involved and all that, and it was just like. To diffuse the situation, it was like, what are you really arguing for? You argued the fact that you're gonna get next anyways. The bar is not that mad.
Yeah.
You're gonna get next, but you're making this mad situation, and now you're getting dragged out by security.
That's crazy.
Like,
it's just escalated entirely.
Exactly, escalate it for what? To look bad in front of your brethren, and then now you're outside the bar, the club, whatever, missing a shoe. It's always mad when you lose your shoe in the club. You know what? I've never been one of them guys that's lost a shoe in the club. But I've always been when I was out like that. Yeah, I remember used to seeing like the scuffles and that, and then I would see the Donny getting dragged out by security with one shoe and his shoe somewhere. Like, bro, that's dead. That is dead. Imagine having to go home. You got kicked out. You probably got a black eye. You've probably been roughed up. Your clothes is ripped, and you're missing a shoe. It's dead. Know what you're arguing for.
Yeah.
Know what you're arguing for.
That's a humbling experience. If you don't understand it, then you won't ever get it. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
people need to bad, isn't it? People need to be big and bad, bro, isn't it?
Yeah, you need to live life like you can lose your shoes, fam. Walking home without shoes is very hard.
Use your shoes, man.
Yeah, fam. Yeah, fam.
Get anything out of this episode.
Live your life like you lose your shoes.
Live your life like you can lose your shoe, because making that journey home with one shoe and your socks. It's wild. It's long. And you know what? I see people, especially with women, I see with women, like after a night out and, they've been rocking the hills. I've seen some of these women out here barefoot on road. It's mad. It's mad.
Dude.
Like, huh?
No. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I don't know. Especially living in London.
That's what I'm saying.
Or England.
That's what I'm saying. I've seen it. I've seen these bare feet on the roads here, and then when they're walking, you see them lift their leg up, and it's got that fucking that London city grit on your bottom foot, and then you got to go home and clean that, and then you never know, you might have like a fucking infection on your leg or whatever. It is long. Don't do it. Don't do it. Wear your shoes. Wear them back out. Have a nice evening. Be aware of your person next to you. Your surroundings, that's it, and it's all vibes, isn't it? It's all chill.
Isn't it? But yeah, it just goes back to saying, it's all an education thing, like, and I don't mean like book smart education. I just like sort of like street smart, sort of like just understanding your you, and
Do you think these
that you could
behaviors need to
die.
be? Do you think these are behaviors that need to be inherited at home, or do you think they should educate people in like primary and secondary
I
school and all
think
that shit?
I think a lot of people don't get enoughly. That's not even a word, but a lot of people don't get humbled enough when they're a child, like
Okay, so
proper humbly.
it's humble.
Now, yeah, and I again, I don't mean like humbled, like beaten up or something like that, but let's just understand that you're not that guy, and not everyone can be that guy.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just go into adulthood thinking they're that guy because they're just spoiled, and that
And then
energy
they lose
just
their shoe, bro. Then it's peak.
and
Then it's peak.
exactly,
Getting humbled later in life is something that you should have been humbled early in life.
exactly,
It's a
exactly.
long situation.
Yeah, yeah.
It's long. It's long. It's long. But I don't know if you have anything else to touch up on that. Yes, because
I
obviously
just wanted to watch this one video, and
they
I
got
think then after that, yeah, we've kind of
wrapped
covered
up
the
Travis Scott.
bases.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
but yeah, let's just see this.
what's going on?
This chaos, man.
What
And
is
you know
that?
what?
That's somebody just randomly standing on top of something.
Yeah, on security personnel.
I will say, it looked like a good time out. It looked
But
like
this what,
crazy, bro. It looked crazy. I probably would have been there, bro.
but this is what I mean. Like when people are on
Jumping
bot
on cars.
behavior, because at the moment everyone's just well involved in this vibe, and everyone is on this gassed energy in it. Like I'm the guy, kind of gassed energy.
Yeah.
That's when things can just turn into shit because this personnel car is trying to pick up unconscious people. But
And
everyone's
meanwhile, these guys are just up there getting lit. They're getting turned up there.
just losing themselves, fam.
That is mad. Play it. This is mad. Look at that. This guy. They're like, we're trying to save people, and the guy's just like, nah, fuck it. Sicko mode.
Yep. It's that fuck you energy, fam. Fuck you. I got mine.
What do you think about the comment that says at the begin, the statement at the beginning though? This is arguably the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Travis needs to pay for this. He promotes this rager behavior.
To be honest, it's very hyperbolic. Like the most disgusting thing. Nah, there's some proper disgusting things out there. I mean, it's disappointing, I guess.
What about him promoting the rager behavior bit?
I don't think it's like I feel. I
I
don't
think
know.
that's shit though, because you can go to these rock concerts, like
True.
people, their rock and roll is like,
Rager
well, real
behavior.
rock and roll, yeah, real rock and roll, like that old school rock and roll as well, like fuck up and trash up everything kind of
Yeah.
behavior. Like,
Yeah.
what's wrong? What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Like, what's
You know
different?
what? Yeah. You know what? You need some kind of chaos at
You need
times. And
chaos, man. You need chaos as well. But
yeah, chaos.
Managed chaos.
Chaotic good.
Chaotic
Chaos
good, yeah. You're like, we're about to fuck up
neutral.
the shit, but just be
Yeah.
careful with your surroundings.
Yeah. Don't fuck up
We're gonna
anybody.
get lit in here, everyone go
Yeah.
fucking nuts, but just
Yeah.
be careful, obviously.
Yeah. Because in the end, we're apes, and apes like to fuck shit up.
That's
You
true.
know,
That's true.
all of this orderly shit is just recent civilization. It's recent shit. So
That's it.
at times you're gonna need to blow off steam in a managed environment, and this helps that. So you know what? People feel rage.
You
A
know
lot
what?
of
I
people
think I'm
feel
about to
real
fuck up
rage.
this room when we finish this. I'm gonna. This has inspired me to destroy. You know what? I want to do one of those. Have you seen those rooms where people can go and just trash the shit out the room?
No, I haven't.
It's like a rage room. I think that's what it's called, rage room.
Oh,
That's so
standard.
obvious, yeah. So I was like, what could this room be called? It's a rage room. You
Rage
go
room.
there and then they give you
Dude,
like sledgehammers and fucking
wait.
fists.
Hold up.
What are you thinking?
Do you actually need to pay to do that? I swear you can just go to like a scrapyard and just bring yourself a sledgehammer.
I don't think you can.
No?
Firstly, scrapyards. Why would you want to do that? There's bare shit in there. You can go to like a tower of like car doors and shit, and then you smash that, and then all of that shit comes down on you. Long, I'm not on it.
Okay.
Secondly,
Yeah.
you can pay to go to a rage room, and you don't have to clean the shit. Like you don't have to. You could just leave it there. That's what you're paying. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna destroy this TV, or bring. I think you can even bring some things that you have. So like, I don't know, people listening out there, if you've gone through like a mad divorce and your partner's a dickhead or whatever, you can just take all the gifts that they're giving you and destroy the shit out of it. You know what I'm saying? Or you take your car there and go fully Street Fighter 2 on it and just bust up the car in this room. You know what I'm saying? But you can just leave it there and just walk, and then that's someone else's problem. See what I mean?
You know, it's funny that, man. Any aspect of human life can just be turned into like a, money making thing.
That's what I'm saying. Why not?
Yeah,
Why
man.
not?
Standard.
Why not?
Anyway, peoples, thank you for tuning in into this
Trust
episode.
me.
We're
Trust me.
back. This is just one of these introspective.
Sorry, I'm still
videos.
stuck on that rage room, bro. Like, we need to go to a rage room. Is what I'm saying. I want to go to one. I've got a lot of temped up aggression that I want to let loose, and I don't want to let loose in a concert. So I'd rather let loose in this room.
Standard. We just play some Travis Scott and be like, "This is how people should live."
Like, bam, bam, bam. Make this shit open and then we're just destroying everything.
Destroy. Yeah, you know what? That'd be actually kind of live if we got like played like DNA, Kendrick Lamar.
That would be
I got
all the hype tunes that you can think of.
Yeah, and just fuck all shit up.
Tunes,
yes.
Like hour. All the hype tunes, you can't stop. That's like some Guinness World Book of Records shit, isn't it? You can just be like, I just raged out for like an hour.
But to be honest,
somebody's probably done that already.
It depends on how much these rage rooms are. If it's like £100 to break up some shit,
it's kind of long.
That's not worth it.
You can use that £100 for like a therapy session, and then you don't have to rage. You can find out, in a civil way of like what's been going on. But on that note,
but yeah, tune in. Hopefully, we will have a retrospect video. We'll go back to our normal format. Touch upon some history subjects, tie it in with this like current scenario and what we're seeing. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you, David. Thank you for your time.
Appreciate you for everyone's time. Listening, live life like you can lose your shoes. That's what I want to go out on.
Therefore. Anyway, peaceful.